Hi, I'm Stitch by Kendall, but you can just call me Kendall. Welcome to my Flosstube. This is episode number 2. If you're new here, thank you for checking me out. Thanks for joining me. And if you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. I'm so happy you came back. I really appreciate all the love and support and kind comments on my first video. This has been actually a lot funner than I thought it would be. I've really enjoyed my time at Flosstube so far. And I've actually been really excited to film this one because I've had so much happen. I wanted to film this like 2 weeks ago, but just like life, just been so busy and my boyfriend's been around. I'm not going to film this in front of him because like I'm so awkward. So yeah, finally getting around to it. And I'm so excited to share everything that's been going on these past couple weeks in my cross stitch world. First, you can follow me on Instagram at xstitchbykendall for more like daily constant updates about what I'm working on, and you can find all of my patterns on my Etsy as Stitch by Kendall. Okay, now on to all the fun stuff. Okay, so I attended my first ever cross stitch retreat this past like 2 weeks ago, I think now. I attended Midsummer Stitch thrown by Lindy Stitches. This is my first ever stitch retreat in general, and it was virtual, so it was kind of like a nice way to dip my toe in the water, like test it out. Because it's like, if you do an in-person one, you're stuck there for the whole weekend. You gotta commit to being there, being in person, getting ready, getting up, and you're like stuck in a hotel all weekend. But whereas the virtual one, like I can log in when I want, I can roll out of bed and join, I can stop and like just go have a snack whenever I want to. It was really like low key and easy. And overall, it was a lot of fun. They had some panels with some designers that were really fun. Jed X Stitch's panel was like a lot of fun, and I was kind of familiar with her before, but not as familiar as I am now, and I really enjoy her patterns, and it's kind of a problem because I want to do some of them, but I am so busy I don't have time for any more. There was also Flosstube Lives. Those were really fun. I discovered a lot of new creators from there. The Sunshine Stitchers are definitely one of my top favorites now. They're so fun and so personable. Definitely love their energy and am a frequent watcher now. In terms of like the rest of the event, it was fun. It was a little bit of a learning curve, a little hump for me. As someone who is shy and socially awkward, it was a little bit of a struggle to put myself out there. So they had 2 ways you can kind of like socialize, through the whip speed dating and through the stitching tables. I did both. I spent most of my time in the stitching tables though. That was where I found myself like 90% of the event. The whip speed dating, which isn't actually speed dating by the way, it's just like what it's called. I tried that. I did a couple rounds of it. So what you do is you like log into it and they match you up with someone random who's also signed up for it, and you talk for 5 minutes, just one-on-one. You just talk about like what you're working on, what you like about cross stitch, what's going on, like anything for 5 minutes. And then you can either extend your session or move on to the next person. Totally up to you guys how you're feeling about each other. So yeah, I did a couple of rounds of that, and then I stopped and didn't do it again for the rest of the weekend. It was too intimidating for me. I felt put on the spot, and like the people, I mean, I only did it for a couple of them, but like people I matched with, they were lovely people. It's just like I'm just awkward and just I didn't know how to talk to people. Especially too, like I found a lot of people were like more traditional cross stitchers, whereas I do like, I love my Pokemon, like stuff like that. So I was showing them, I'm like, do you know what a Pokemon is? This is what I'm working on. They're like, oh yeah, my kids love that. And I'm like, cool. Whereas like they're doing like these beautiful big samplers and stuff like that, and that's just not what I've been like known to do. So like I felt a little like an outcast for a while in the event, but everyone does something different, and this is how I stitch, and I like it, and that's all that matters. But it was nice to see like the way everyone else stitches and how everyone else stitches, like people on linen, people on like really small counts, whereas I'm a ride or die 18 count white Ada kind of gal. I'm trying to branch out. Okay, I'll get there, but it was just a good way to kind of diversify, like, or just learn more about the community and get a bit more comfortable with the idea of other ways of stitching. Like I really now want to try linen after hearing everyone talk about it. So stay tuned for a future linen project. I don't know. But no, it was a good experience. I'm glad I tried the speed dating, but I don't think I would do it again at another event. The stitching tables, on the other hand, I really enjoyed them, because there's less of that one-on-one pressure. Like, you can join a table and just kind of like lurk for a bit. Like, you don't have to turn your camera or microphone on if you don't want to. I definitely did that for my first couple, and then as I got more comfortable, I would start turning my camera on and just kind of like smile, wave, like maybe participate if I was spoken directly to, but not really like go out of my way to participate. And then as I got more and more comfortable, I was starting to like join tables, mic and camera just ready to go, and then just like, hey, how's everyone going? What are you all stitching on? And just like little chatterbox. Met some lovely people, so if you're from the Midsummer Stitch, hi, welcome. It was so nice to meet you. But yeah, I definitely enjoy the tables more because, yeah, you have a group of people to bounce off of. Some of the tables, it was a little intimidating to go into because there would be like 30 people and they're already in like a well-established conversation, and you're just kind of like, I can't say anything, like how am I going to get a word in? But there was some tables with like 5 or 6 people, with little like quiet moments that give you a chance to speak up and introduce yourself and say hi and all that. Those are where I thrived. So yeah, I would definitely do more of the stitching tables at my next events, which I do think I want to do more of. I think now that I've tried it, I know what it's like. The next event will be a lot easier. I won't have as many like awkward learning scared moments, so I'm really excited for the next one, which I think is in October. I want to do the next one thrown by Lindy Stitches. I think it's like the Harvest Moon Stitch, if I'm correct. But yeah, I think I'm gonna do that one as long as my schedule aligns. So if you're doing that one, let me know, and maybe we can meet up and chat and stitch. So next, I want to show you guys some finishes I had. I had some finishes. I had a finish while at my first ever retreat, which I'm so excited about. So let me get this. So I showed you guys this one last time. This is M for Mousehold by Jay Does X Stitch. I was pattern testing this for her, and it is now complete and framed and beautiful. So Mousehold is one of my favorite Pokemon, as I've said, so I was so excited to get this one. It is all done. I'll throw up a picture so you can see it better. For all of these, I'm just gonna start throwing up pictures because I'm still working on the lighting situation and all that. So her whole Pokemon alphabet collection series has been like super, super cute. It's just like delicate little designs with like your favorite characters, and I really enjoyed stitching this one. There's a little bit of sprinkle stitching, a little bit of block, which I like a little bit of variety in my stitches, so I did that. And then the way I finished this one was I cut the pattern out roughly to size. This frame is just from the dollar store because I love a budget. I stuck this onto some sticky poster board that I got from Michael's. I folded the extra fabric around the sides of it and then kind of just stitched it on there to secure it a bit more, and then just secured it in place with the hooks from the back of the frame. Easy peasy. I mean, maybe it's not the best. I'm obviously not an expert at it, but like it works for me, and now I can just hang it on the wall with a command strip. Easy, love it. So yeah, that is M for Mousehold by Jada's X Stitch. And then I also, since I finished that at Midsummer Stitch, I had a start at my first ever retreat too, which I also finished, not at the retreat, but later. I finished K for Curlia by Jada's X Stitch as well. Again, pattern testing this for her, because my name starts with K, so I had to do K. Here she is in all her glory. Beautiful. I finished this one the same way. Both of these are stitched on 18 count white Aida, my homie. Love 18 count white Aida. Again, just such beautiful, delicate designs. Like in this one especially, I love the pink and the little sparkles around her. It's just so me. So I could have asked for a better K pattern. So now I have both of these for my boyfriend and for me, and we're gonna hang them above our desks because I'm cute like that. And I'm just so happy with how these turned out. Beautiful. I think she's still right now looking for test stitchers. If anyone wants to test out some more of her Pokemon Alphabet series, go give her a shout on Instagram. I will put that down below in the description. Please go check her out. She's lovely. so those are my 2 finishes. Next we'll move on to whips. Stained Glass Raven by Pandora X Stitch. I still have not started. I will get there. Like I said, it's gonna be a very passive whip. It's just when I have time between my self-drafteds, that's what I'm gonna be working on after my next one. Homage to Sleep Token by Noctiflora Designs. I have not touched either. That is still exactly where I left it. I keep listening to Sleep Token and being like, oh, I need to work on this. Like, I want to finish it. It'd be so like pretty to have. Haven't touched it. Again, this is on 18 count oatmeal. I can't wait to get to it. It's the small pattern. Like, it will not take me long to finish. It's just finding the time to do it, because like I draft my own patterns, so like obviously those are going to take priority for me because it's something I designed and I want to stitch and I want to like share with the world. So that is what has been taking most of my time. I try to be a non-monogamous stitcher, but then I just am very monogamous. I'm a very committed girly. I'm sorry, I can't help it. I'm trying. So this is going to be a Flosstube exclusive sneak peek. I have not shared this to my Instagram. Flosstube homies get a little extra, a little special deal. So I teased this on my last one. This is my next self-drafted pattern. It's called Hardworking Family. It is an homage, my own homage to Mousehold, because I just love Mousehold so much. So on this tree stump, there's going to be another bigger one, another mama papa one, handing down a mushroom to the little guy. I'm about 40% done this one so far. I'm so happy with how it's turning out. My vision is coming to life. I'm so happy about this, and I don't care if no one else wants to buy this pattern. I love this one, so I deal with it. This is my pattern. Yeah, so I'm gonna have the other mouse here, and then some greenery down here, and then so obviously this is like a field. I wanted there to be a sky, and I was like, oh, that's a lot of like just blue stitching. My boyfriend's like, you gotta have a sky, it's a field. I was like, yeah, it'll look weird just like on white. Like there's clouds and stuff that are gonna be in the background. It'll look weird if that's just like white on white. And so I was like, yeah, okay. So I drafted it with a sky, and then I was like, no, I want to sell patterns that I enjoy stitching. That's why I do it. So I know I would not enjoy, as much as I love block stitching, I would not enjoy 6,000 blue stitches, just straight blue. No, I'm not doing that to you guys. So I have been stitching this on 14 count, 14 count light blue Aida. I don't normally do 14. I think 14 is too big for me. I like 18. I find 18 a good size. I'm stitching it 2/1. I always stitch 2/1. That's just me. I'm not crazy about the coverage on 14 with 2/1, but like it's okay if I don't look too closely. Obviously, that's just me picking apart my own work. But yeah, so the blue is to fill in the sky so that you do not have to stitch 6,000 blue stitches. I think I'm going to, when I list the pattern, offer it with the blue, like a recommended blue for the background. But I am going to highly recommend everyone just stitch on blue Aida, or blue fabric, because don't do that to yourself. Like, it would be a good thing to do when you're like watching TV, just fill in some blue, but also like you can do something more productive with your time. So yeah, that is Hardworking Family and where I'm at with that one, and I can't wait to have this one finished and show you guys. That's all I'm working on right now. So we'll do a little bit of a haul because I've had a couple of new fun things join my collection. I don't know if you remember, but in my last episode, I said how much I really wanted a nerd tube because I've heard such great things about them. I was getting really angry at my bamboo hoops. And then I just have one, I don't know, 6 inch plastic hoop that like I don't love. It's from Amazon. It's really, really cheap, but it was like what I had. And that doesn't work obviously for my smaller ones and blah, blah, blah. Just wasn't happy with my hoop situation. So I went out for a coffee date and got to meet the lovely Pocket Mama shop, Sarah, for the first time. We had a great time. And she also brought me a little surprise. She gifted me my very first nerd tube. It's big. This is a big boy, but this was such a lovely surprise. I was so happy. I think when I start stained glass raven, finally, I promise I'm going to do it. This is what I'm going to use for it, because that's going to be a big boy. That's a big full coverage beast. So I'm going to use this for that. I'm so excited to try it out. I love the feel. Like, it's very light. This is a big hoop and this is light. I like it already and I haven't even used it. I'm biased. I don't know. But speaking of, I got myself a little present because I deserve nice things sometimes. I'm trying to teach myself that. I got this like 10 minutes ago. I bought myself my own pack of nerd rings. I got them in pink because I love pink. I don't care. So I got myself a 4-pack with different sizes and I'm so excited to use them. Obviously haven't, because I got it literally 10 minutes ago, but I think I'm gonna start using them on my mouse hold. I'm so excited. The thing I wanted most really was like the shape of it, because I've been like bonking into the sides of the hoop on my mouse hold one already and it's driving me crazy. So I'm really, really excited to give these a shot. I'm gonna do that like as soon as I finish editing this and upload it. So I will update on my Instagram how my nerd journey goes. I'm so excited to try. Look at me, I'm growing up. I'm a big girl now. So small haul, but like big for me. In terms of what I have planned next, I have already got some ideas brewing in my head for what I want to do for my next self-drafted pattern. I think I want to take a break from the Pokemon for a hot second. I know that I have a lot of other Pokemon I want to do, but I want to do an homage to Hunter x Hunter, because that's been on my mind for a while, but like the mouse hold took hold and I had to finish my evolutions. I just couldn't get around to it. My boyfriend like loves the show. He's watched it before and then he rewatched it with me. We're like really close to the end, but I've enjoyed it so much. I really enjoy it. I love the show. And I've done just like a Hisoka pattern I found online for him before, but I want to create my own little thing and I've got some ideas going in my head. And I think I want to do, so all of mine so far have been like, here's the character with some designs, like very like obvious, like this is a Pokemon or this is Boji, like it's very clear what it is. So I kind of want to try my hand at a more subtle pattern. I want to do more of like a decorative, like if you don't know Hunter x Hunter, you won't necessarily know that it's from that. So instead of having like Gon's face and like Hisoka's face or something, I want to do something more subtle and kind of delicate, maybe. I don't know. I have some ideas in my head. We're gonna see how well they translate to stitching, and I'm gonna hopefully come up with something good if I don't get frustrated and give up, but like we'll see. Yeah, so I'm very excited to get some of that going. Like I said, I want to attend the next Lindley Stitches event. Hopefully my schedule lines up. If it does, I'm going to be posting about it on Instagram when I buy tickets. I think they go on sale tomorrow. So if I do end up going, I'm going to post on there about it and then update in the next Flosstube as well. And if you're going to, let me know and we can meet up and chat and stitch. Other than that, that's about all I got going on. Thank you so much for joining me on my second Flosstube. This has been a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun sharing my craft with you all, and I'm really glad that y'all are liking it. And I swear to God, I will figure out this lighting situation one of these days. I've got like my big light off because that was giving me like weird shadows on my face. I'm like in the dark with a ring light, but it's like a weird, crappy like little Amazon ring light. It's not even that good. So we're making it work. It's not perfect, I know. I will get there. So yeah, thank you again so much for joining me. And I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye.